it's new to everybody. I just needed to clarify that you can have the flu by virtue of a virus knocking out your immune system. Henceforth comes the bacteria. I go to the doctor with flu-like symptoms. He gives me amoxicillin. I take it for the 5 days as prescribed. It's knocked out the bacteria. My immune system beats up the virus. And here we are, I'm in the clear. So for anybody else to say, well, I had flu and I took that. I think there's more subtleties to the virus and what people call flu. Pneumonia, if there's such thing as light pneumonia. But I'll do some more reading. But on that alone, if somebody thinks, oh, he's chatting bollocks, then prove it, right? Prove what I said is not possible, and in my case, isn't true. I think I can actually digitally, I don't know if I can digitally pull up my record. I know we're doing it digitally now. Again, I'm not interested in, I don't like the fact that everything's digitized. And don't worry, safety won't be blah, 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 and your exclusivity. I'm like, yeah. And then someone says, money, and you're like, ka-ching and gone. And my details and he had that? Whoa! He suffers from that? Whoa! You know what I mean? 2 2s you got on the newspaper. Do you know him? Anyway. So the point is, I am not panicking about the coronavirus. Just by giving it COVID-19 coronavirus, it really puts it into like, it's meant to do that, right? People are panic buying. I got somebody sent me a video yesterday. They were driving through Watford and there's a huge queue. I forget what Costco, huge queue, trolleys out there, and I'm like, what the? They're really taking it on, and they're banning. They're going to take kids out of school and. I mean, the Grand National's not going to be run. The proms are not going to be had. I was looking forward to Spurs playing Man United at home. That's not going on. And I think anything to do with the crowd, they're basically saying don't. And I'm like, it's the flu. People have been in crowds before. People that died by the flu. If you're sick and you've got the flu, you don't fancy going out anyway. Do you know what I mean? If you've got coronavirus, you're not going to spread it. You cannot spread it if it hasn't affected you, Idris Elba. How do you even get coronavirus? And you're fit as... Why did you go... The point is, why did you go to the doctor to get checked if there's nothing going wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with you. What are you going there for? Do you see what I mean? If you've got a fever, what's so different about your fever to another fever? Why are you thinking it's coronavirus? Because a lot of these doctors, they're going to get paid if you can give us a load of people who's coronavirus. Call anything a coronavirus. The brother whose mum in the hospital at death's door. If she dies, how do you know they're not going to mark it down as coronavirus? And they say, well, today's statistics of coronavirus are shot right up. This is how they control you. You know what I mean? And excuse me about it. It's not a good thing when, we are used as guinea pigs. And they do it all the time. They test run us with these new drugs. And then it's for us to tell the doctor, yeah, well, it worked or it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? And if it works, then it becomes a bestseller and it's on TV and people buy it as an old favourite and that's it. It becomes staple. And GlaxoSmithKline or whoever it is, Johnson & Johnson or Merck, they make the billions. And those who have the shares... laugh all the way to the bank. Can you give us another virus, please? Yeah, we'll patent one. But we need to do a little simulation, says Bill Gates and the gang. And we'll simulate a pandemic, says Bill Gates and the gang. We've got our eye on Africa because we're saying the world is overpopulating. Let me ask you something. Or let me tell you something. I mean, out of nowhere, no data, no nothing. Once upon a time, they used to say there's 6 billion people on the earth. And one day I heard them say 7. I'm like, I listened to the media all day long and everybody's saying 7. They found a way to shoehorn in 7 million. It's been the same, it's almost accepted. I'm like, where'd you get that from? Where the hell did you get that from? I mean, people don't think about what's being said. I'll give you the other one. People say, we're living longer these days, we're living longer. I'm like, I'm sure I've spoken about this before. I think I did earlier on in one of my videos. It's a nonsense statement to say you're living longer because you're alive, you're not dead. It is not a claim that you can make. No. This is something that has to be told posthumously. It means you have to die first. The information about your generation has to be taken by the other generation, and they will judge whether this generation lived longer than the other generation, and if it didn't, what were the factors that made this generation live shorter lives or longer lives. I would hazard a wager that the following generation, kids who have been born with these, and the stupid women, when you tell them don't give them mobile phones, they don't want to hear you. This is radiation right here, right? Radiation. It's affecting my arm right now. I feel it, right? They give these kids. This was invented, and I was a grown man, so I haven't had it around me all the time. But you get these kids 4, 5, 6, and these stupid women love pamper their little kids. They can't keep a man. They want to, you know what I mean? They pamper their little kids and give them the radiation, and these kids can't get off it. I suspect there's going to be a huge drop-off of people around in their 40s, or people having neurological issues because of these self-centered me, young women, feminism, and hopefully that will be either that or the white supremacy concept that I think is BS. Really, it'd be nice if I, can get things together, because you can tell me what you would like me to cover. But I'm just getting my ducks in a row anyway. So yeah. As for the not shaking hands and the fist bump and the elbows and stuff like that, as I said, it's a quick video. It's an apology video, putting out some information. I'm not buying into this pandemic. I can see what it is, but if you've got a business, and I've told my someone close to me, put £100 on it, because now it's danger money to go to them. You didn't make it up, right? The government and their stupidity, it gives some people a chance to make an extra buck or two. Because at the end of the day, you have to buy a uniform, or if you're an overalls man, buy one per day, buy a set of gloves per day. We take it off at the end of the day, put it in the wash, claim it back on your tax if you live in England. Do you know what I mean? If you're coming home to children, it's safety first, all the time, and your safety matters. And so when you're going into somebody else's house, they've got particulates of dust, they may have roaches, whatever it is, you bring it back on your clothes, and you're going to see your kids coming, oh, hello, daddy, and you've got all this stuff on them, and they go down sick. Your safety first. So as far as I'm concerned, get your overalls, change them every day, have that system worked out. Okay? Got a wife or you got a missus, make sure she understands this is what goes on. Don't just come tell me to have the kids and put in your lap or do this stuff. Certain things have to be done right now, right? You're working for the future, not for your bloody right nows, you know what I mean? Park the right now, it's about the future. So, with that said, I think that's what I needed to say, and I'll leave it there. I will not tarry. So, God bless you all, and look after yourself.